Namaskar. Welcome to Honest Astrologer YouTube channel, and today I'm going to talk about one of the most requested videos, which is Ketu in the third, Rahu in the ninth. It is a very typical placement. I call them the Misfits. Remember that Apple ad which said, "Here is to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the ones who see things differently." That is exactly what this combination does to people. So Rahu and Ketu, as we know, Ketu is a saintly planet and Rahu is a hustler. Okay. So Rahu is very happy in the third house and Ketu is very happy in the ninth. But if you switch the position, then they can be a little uncomfortable and give very offbeat results, not necessarily bad. I'm saying offbeat. So what is third house? Third house is the house of hands, of hustle, of courage, hard work, deeds. Now, Ketu being a sannyasi planet, hustle is not something he is very comfortable with. Although he's courageous and everything, but he's not your getting things done guy. He's just not at all bothered. So these people can be a little lazy. Ninth of the house of father, dharma, philosophy, dharmastan, righteousness, all things that Rahu is not exactly fond of. So he can literally create trouble in paradise. So I always say, imagine a gangster in a dharmastan. What is he going to do? He'll be totally out of his element. But then there are some really interesting results that we can see. Number one thing that I've seen is that these people have a lot of lucky streaks. They get their lucky breaks in a typical Rahu fashion. Luck comes to them with a twist. These are the guys who can lose everything and then hit the jackpot with the last quarter. So their luck is continuously up and down. And these people have the guts and the stomach for speculative businesses. Although personally, I'm absolutely against any sort of speculation. Another effect that I've seen is a complicated relationship with the father. So Rahu in the ninth creates a complication in the relationship with the father. So they either love their father to the point of obsession or they absolutely hate him. In case son is damaged, particularly by Shani, I have often seen that father dies in an early age or they are separated. So this is a difficult placement for a relationship with the father. One very interesting aspect is that these people are spiritual outlaws. You will never find a Rahu in the ninth person being a very staunch devotee. These are the guys who will try to question everything. Rahu tries his best to dissuade the person from the path. But Ketu makes him very dogmatic. Ketu people will accept everything. If it's written in the book, that's it. Baat khatam. But Rahu will make him question everything. And in my view, in a world where spiritual dogmas have done so much harm, I think we need this people. I've often seen that Rahu in the ninth people, at least once in their life, they declare, "I'm an atheist, I don't believe in God." So Ketu in the ninth is a staunch devotee. Shani is usually an agnostic. They're very honest. They say, "I don't know if there is a God or there is not." Rahu will go out and declare there is no God or I don't believe in God. But once these people realize, and this typically happens in their late 40s, once they realize the truth, they actually come back to the fold of Dharma and usually worship a dark deity, somebody like a Kali or a Shiva. So in a world where, religious dogmas are doing too much harm, I think these people are badly needed. And they are the worst nightmare of dumb fanatic followers of any religion. And they would debate the living daylights out of them. So it's a good placement in my view. Another thing what I have seen is that these guys, they travel a lot. Okay, they have their bags packed. They literally live out of airports and railway stations and their suitcases. So in case they have a heavy Sagittarius, then they cannot help but travel. But usually their travels are successful and they are able to find success in lands far away from home. Another thing which I have seen is that they have difficult childhood. So Ketu in the third makes their childhood a little tough. And given that they can have daddy issues, it can lead to a difficult childhood. Another thing which I have seen is problems in the married life. Now, Ketu sitting in the third house aspects the seventh house. And Ketu aspect on the seventh house is never good for the married life. So I've seen trouble, separation, difficult marriages, particularly if Sun, Shani are involved. So this is not necessarily a bad placement, but they have a sense of destiny about them. Their life is a continuous roller coaster, never a dull day. So their luck is like Rahu, it brings them incredible highs and abysmal lows. And I always suggest these people to take it a little easy. Do not go from one extreme to the other. And while they are the misfits in the world, we badly need them in current day and age. Namaskar.